Hello students, today's topic of discussion is business services, that is from chapter 4 from your business studies syllabus. First of all, you should be aware of the meaning of services. Services are intangible products such as accounting, banking, cleaning, consultancy, education, insurance, expertise, medical, etc. This definition is according to the business dictionary. Actually, see, the word product has two components. One is goods and other one is services. Goods are tangible product, means that can be seen, touched. Services are intangible product which can't be seen, can't be touched, it can only be felt. The various examples of services are accounting, banking, cleaning, entertainment services, consultancy services, educational services, medical services, etc. And as per your syllabus, you are concerned about business services. Student, as I have told you the meaning of services, services are the intangible products. So when we attach the word business with this services word, it becomes business services. So business services means those services which help in the successful running of business. For example, banking, insurance, transport, warehousing and communication. Students, if you remember, in the first chapter we did that there are various aids to trade, and we have also studied about tertiary industry. These tertiary industry provide business services. Business services are all those services which are particularly meant for the successful running of business. For example, banking removes the hindrance of finance, insurance removes the hindrance of risk, transport removes the hindrance of place, warehousing removes the hindrance of time, and communication removes the hindrance of information. The meaning of services will be more clear to you by studying its nature or its characteristics. Services are intangible in nature. These are inconsistent, inseparability, inventory and involvement. On the basis of these points, we will discuss the nature of services, which will make the meaning of services more clear to you. We will study these points one by one. The most important feature of services is its intangibility. As I told you in its definition that services are intangible product. Students, intangible means the thing which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen, that can only be felt. Services are intangible in nature as we cannot touch them, as they are not physical objects. A consumer feels that he has the right and opportunity to see, touch, hear or smell the taste of goods before they buy them, but this is not possible in case of services, and the services are even not known to the customer before they take them. For example, when you go to a market to buy a dress for you, you have the right to see this, touch this and check the appearance of this also, check the appearance of cloth also. But when you go to some bank, then you can only feel the services, you cannot touch the banking services, you cannot hear the banking services, you can only feel the services. That's why the services are called intangible products, means which does not have a physical existence. The examples of intangibility are like mobile network providers like Vodafone, Airtel, Reliance, etc. provides us network services, provides us calling services. We can use these services, we can feel these services, but we can't touch these services. And one more example, if you go to some cinema and you watch a movie there, you are getting entertainment services there. You can just feel those services. Those services are providing you a kind of mental satisfaction. Another important feature of services is that these are perishable by nature, means it cannot be stopped. For example, a transport company has a truck which remains idle on a particular day of month on account of no work. Now, it is not possible to stock the services which it can render on that day and get double the work done from it on the next day. That's why it is said that the demand and supply of services go hand in hand, and the value of services exists only at the point when it is required. For example, a vacant seat in aeroplane cannot be used the next day. It doesn't mean that next day we will be having an extra seat in the plane. Goods can be stored, but services can't be stored. For example, when if a bookseller buys book, if the book is not sold on one day, it can be sold the next day. But when we talked about the services, if the services are not utilized on a particular day, these can't be used on the next day. An unoccupied room in hotel for one day can't be used the next day. This picture shows the perishability nature of services. This picture shows that if the seats of the cinema remains unoccupied one day, it doesn't mean the next day we will be having double seats. The occupancy will remain the same. If the seats remain vacant for one day, it cannot be utilized in the next day. Another important feature of services are that these are inseparable in nature, means services cannot be separated from the service provider. That means the service provider would become a part of a service. For example, if a doctor is providing you medical services, it is necessary that the doctor should be present at that moment, and that medical services cannot be separated from the doctor. This picture shows some more example of inseparability nature of services. For example, taxi operator drives taxi and the passenger use it, means the services are created by the taxi operator and simultaneously, means at the same moment the passenger is using it. That means production and consumption is going on hand by hand, and the presence of taxi driver is essential to provide the services, which proves the inseparability nature of services, means services can't be separated from the service provider. Services are inconsistent in nature. It means services lacks in homogeneity. That means the quality of services cannot be standardized. We can standardize the quality of goods, but it is quite tough to standardize the quality of services. Although the service provider put the system and procedure into place to make sure that the services provided is consistent, means they make rules and regulations so that the services remain consistent, but it is quite tough that the services always remains the same. For example, if an accountant do good work on one day, but next day he does can make some kind of mistake, which show the inconsistent nature of services. One more example of inconsistency is live concert like singing, dancing, comedy show, movies, etc. Maybe that one event remains super hit and other event by the same person goes super flop, may not be as good as was the previous one. Another important feature of services is involvement. This feature is quite similar to the inseparability feature. Services cannot move through channels of distribution and cannot be delivered to the potential customers and users. Students, in my previous videos, I told you that the goods are firstly produced in a factory, then it is sold to the wholesaler, then to retailer, and then to the final consumer. But just think, can this thing be done in case of services? Services are not produced in a factory. A doctor cannot sell its services to a wholesaler, then the wholesaler will provide services to retailer and then to final. No. So in services, either user are brought to the services or providers go to the users. And it is right to say that the services have limited geographical area. For example, if a doctor wants to provide services to its patient, he or she can provide services in a particular geographical area. Some examples showing involvement nature of services are a doctor's visit to home or electronic services, repair and maintenance centers. In these cases, for example, when you want to get medical services, either you will go to a doctor or doctor will come to your place. Means while the production and consumption, the presence of both service provider and the service receiver is essential. Students, as we have studied the nature of business services, now you should be aware of the types of business services. The various types of business services are banking services, insurance services, transport services, warehousing and communication. Students, if you remember, we have done all these services in the chapter number 1. Let us just revise these services. Banking. Bank removes the hindrance of finance. Every business, whether big or small, requires funds to acquire raw material and other things, and bank helps in overcoming the problem of finance in business. It provides finance in the form of personal loan, home loan, vehicle loan, business loan, and it also provides various facility like internet banking, mobile banking, overdraft, e-banking facility, locker facility, debit card, credit card facility. All these facilities are provided by banks to the business. Banks also provide the facility of loan, etc. And every business, whether big or small, faces various types of risk, and this risk can be minimized with the help of an insurance policy. A business faces various kinds of risk, and those risks can be minimized only by taking an insurance policy. In the transfer of goods from one place to another, there is a risk of loss due to accident, fire, and in this case the insurance companies came as savior, and these companies help out the trader with this problem through insurance policy. And for this, insurance company charge a definite fee which is called premium, and in the signed insurance bond, the insurance company promises to pay a fixed amount to the insured either on the expiry of a fixed period or in case of mishappening. Warehousing services also plays a very important role in a business. Warehousing creates time utility. Students, you see that wheat is harvested in the month of April and May, but it is utilized throughout the year because because of the warehousing facility. Warehousing helps the business firm to overcome the problem of storage and facilitate the availability of goods when needed, and in this way it creates time utility. Mean to say, the things are available when these are needed, because everything is not available throughout the season. Everything cannot be grown throughout the season. Some crops can be grown in summer season, some crops can be grown in winter season, and warehouse solve that problem. Various warehouse cold storage solve the problem of storage, and the goods can be used throughout the year, although the production of goods take place at a particular period of time. This is the picture of a warehouse. And the next important business service is transport, and other one is communication. There is a vast distance between center of production and the center of consumption, and this difficulty is removed by an important aid to trade known as transport. Apple is grown in Srinagar, but it is used throughout the country. So how this problem is solved? By using the transport. And similar problem is solved by communication. If the good is produced at one place, suppose something is produced in Maharashtra, then how can we people living in Jammu and Kashmir know about those things? We can know about those things through the communication. Through the advertisement. Advertisement is an easy way to inform the large number of customers about the goods. This can be done through the newspaper, TV, radio, etc. And advertising help in providing information about available goods and services, and it induced customer to buy particular items. For example, advertising business helps business to grow. Like, we see various kinds of advertisement on daily basis. We see the advertisement of big cinema halls, we see the ads of various food courts, etc. Dear students, that was all about the meaning, nature and types of business services. Now in my coming video I will tell you about the banking services and insurance services in detail. Thank you so much.